look at your timeline. So this is a really easy way for you guys to get your customers engaged in posting. And remember, you got 10 customers personal, hundreds on your team over the next couple months. Can you imagine when 100 people post to 400 people? What is that? Like 400,000 people that'll be exposed to every time I lost 25 pounds, I just ate a healthy meal, I just worked out, I just lost 30 pounds. They're gonna be like, what is this? Remember, attraction. And that's not even selling, guys, that's just attracting.
Talking about welcoming new promoters, we just kind of mentioned that as well, but even when you guys get a brand new team member, imagine what it's going to look like for your network to see you. Welcome Bob to the 90-Day Challenge. Welcome Sue, our newest promoter. Welcome, Sally, our newest, rising director. Congratulations on, Tara for hitting 1,000 and PQB and getting a pay raise, and they just see it over and over and over. Could you imagine you guys with your teams, your 10 people showing it to their 500 friends over and over and over? Curiosity kills the... It does, man. I was some of you are like, fine! What is this stupid challenge I keep seeing, And it just works. So make sure that you're playing team, and guys, tag them, because that's how it shows on their wall, and that's going to show it to all their friends. And remember that people, your promoters, will come for money, but they will stay for what?
Recognition.
Recognition. And that recognition of being in the team, being recognized for the small achievements, they're going to feel like they're a part of the family, and their friends are going to say, wow, you're a part of an amazing community. 87% of what we receive in is negative, right? That's a fun fact. 87% of what we receive in is negative. And if you see and they see your team and your network just loving on people, recognizing people, they're going to want to be a part of it. Make sense?
Yeah. And not only that, guys, is you're going to have some people that doubt this is real. When someone posts in a couple weeks from now, or maybe a couple days from now, and hey, congratulations on your brand new BMW, all those family and friends are going to go say, what is that thing you're doing again? So remember, guys, there's a way to do this without having to overly sell them. It's attraction marketing, sharing stories, sharing celebrations. And this is something that you really need to get good at with your teams. When you're building your teams, you guys a lot of you are brand new out of the gates, just a couple days. Make this a culture on your team. Set up Facebook groups or join the one of the person that brought you in to the community, and make sure that you plug all of your new promoters in so they can feel the energy, they can see the stories, they can see the success, and then think, well, that guy, that girl, maybe I can too. So it's really important to make it a culture on your team. Share stories from other challenge promoters. Again, you may not have had a great story yet, but go find, a gentleman that just lost, what's his name, Todd, who just lost 370 pounds.
400 now.
400 pounds on the challenge. Go find Eric Rose, who's lost 260 pounds. Kaylin, what are you down, like 60 and about to compete in her first fitness competition?
Pro. She's pro now.
Pro now, pro. Went from 60 pounds overweight to a pro fitness, on the challenge. You go share those. Go to share.vi.com and post them, and just, create a community. And tag ViSalus, tag Vi Results. As you guys saw earlier with the Blake Mallon, Vi Results is going to be the largest collection of challenge stories ever on Facebook. On the internet.
Recipes.vi.com, promotertab.vi.com, just great tools. You guys can create events for your parties. It's so funny though, your team will want to always go the path of least resistance, right? It's human nature. You guys realize that? So your team will say, or you'll be like, oh, I got this great idea. I'm going to send and make this Facebook invite. And I'm going to send it to my 500 friends. And they'll call me up. They'll be like, Rachel, I have 900 people coming to my challenge party.
Wrong.
I'm like, come again. And then, I sent this Facebook invite. I'm like, oh dear Lord, honey, we're going to have to make some phone calls. And then you show up and there's 0 people there. So this is just an addendum. I've personally really never used this too much except for bigger parties, things like that. So plug in with your ambassadors. Next.
Yeah, I'm not even tech savvy enough to use that, believe it or not.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult. So creating your brand.
Your timeline is really your brand. When you go to your Facebook page, number one, have your face. It's called Facebook. Show your face and show a picture that you want. Remember, this could be one of your biggest attraction, is who you are. So when you go to your page, I want you guys to think about this. Are you someone that you would do business with? What is your attitude? What are the pictures? What is your profile photo? What is your first reaction when you go? Is it inviting? Is it someone you would want to meet? What are your photos saying? What are your videos saying? What are your tools? Hide your friends. People will go in and they will jack your friends. So the first thing to do is go, profile, edit, right-hand corner, friends and family, change friends, permission to me only. Hide your friends. If you haven't already done that, people will go and they will poach. Oh, I see you joined ViSalus with so-and-so. Well, here, let me tell you about this little deal over here. Blah, 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 noise, noise, noise. So make sure you hide your friends, teach your team the same thing.
Yeah, and if you don't know how to do it, just ask any 12-year-old. They'll walk you through this for sure. But it is really key. I mean, if I were to come up to you, today, Loretta, if I were to come up to you and I said, I would really like your address book with all of your contacts, would you give it to me? No. Even if I smile, like, Loretta, really. So why would you keep your friends public, right? Keep that private. Teach your team to do the same. The 3 E's of attracting others. Number 1 is educate. These are higher level, this is higher level kind of branding. What are you posting, right? What are you posting? What are you posting? What does your brand say? Educate. Tara, you share so many industry tips. You're the first one to know about like a CNBC article on weight loss, or CNN, huge thing about money with direct selling up, and just know the industry, be aware, educate. You are a leader, and your team are, growing leaders, is they want to be somebody that is like a mentor to them. That has that teachability to them, and everyone wants to find a mentor, right?
Yeah, and if you give them content, they're going to keep coming back for more. So maybe they could be not in any industry or any company. They could just be like, wow, well, I've got a weight problem, and I'm already overweight here on Weight Watchers, but I found this page, and it's really educational. I'm going to keep coming back for more. And enlighten people. I have people that message me all the time and say, you know what, I'm not in network marketing, and I don't even know how I saw you on Facebook, but every day I go to your page because you inspire me. So it's great to go grab a quote from one of the greats, like the Jim Rohns or the Zig Ziglars or whoever. It's great to grab a quote. What I like to do though is I like to make it real. So, don't wish you were easy, wish you were better. And then I like to write a blurb. How many people sit there and tell themselves, and I like to connect it to a real life story. I like to go deeper. I like to say, what, this is a problem we all have, maybe something you'll relate to, and this is how we feel, so that you make sure. This is just something I do. If this is something you may want to be funny. Rachel's the queen of funny. Clearly. Clearly. Entertaining. Guys, if you're not funny, don't be funny, right? Those person that you're not funny, just walk away, right? Be inspirational. But if you are, give that sense of humor. I love, usually one post a day for me is something so silly, so stupid, a cute little joke, nothing off color, right? Nothing that I'd be nervous if my grandmother read or anything like that. But just, really kind of just fun little jokes. Also, you can grab some fun pictures, stories, those little summy cards. Have you seen those? They get a lot of traction. Again, it's to show variety. You're talking to different personality types. Different people are attracted by different things. And so these are some 3 E's for success in attracting other people. Absolutely. And Facebook don'ts. Okay, so here's rule number 1. You're the leader. Say, I'm the leader. People will do what I do, not do what I say. That's rule number 1 in everything in life. People will always do what you do. So if you spam, I'm looking for people who want to make money, I'm looking for people who want to lose weight, I'm looking, people are like, I don't want to be looked at, get away from me. Don't spam. Don't put your link up. Attraction. Think of the moth. Is it easier to go try to catch a moth and you're like, or is it easier just to create a flame and let the moth come to it? Let your Facebook post be the flame. Like, would you go, and I would never, ever, ever go to someone's Facebook page, click on a link because I want to make $1 million, and go look at it. I would call the person and I would create a relationship based on what my perception is, but I would never click on a link, and I would never click on yours. I always say, if you want more information, private message me, but they know that. It's kind of implied. So don't be spammy. Hey, you gotta join the challenge, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Just keep sharing the stories. Keep sharing the results. Keep sharing the amazing business, like BMW after BMW and $25,000 checks and $5,000 checks. And don't be negative or bashing. Again, would you want to do business with you? If you all of a sudden are like, well, this company, this and that, I don't ever talk about another company, ever. I would never talk about another company, because how does that make me look? So remember, you know what? The good news is a people business, the bad news is a people business, but be the person that people want to do business. Don't air your dirty laundry on Facebook, ever.
Repeat after me. Save the drama for your mama.
For your mama.
Save the drama for your mama. You do not want to be bringing like, oh, I hate my boss. And you guys, I'm sure you would never bring drama to Facebook. Clearly, when you would never. But you'll see your team. You got to pull them aside. Say, hey, honey. You know, I really know that you're, going through some tough times and you're really trying to build your ViSalus business. Maybe it wouldn't be the most appropriate thing to post that rant about your job or your sister or your kids. It's just not attractive. Make sense? Okay. And stay professional, no swearing, nothing compromising. Go untag all those, what they say, what happens on Friday night goes on Facebook. So anything like that, make sure that people are untagging, deleting, and removing. Just some simple
what happens in Vegas goes on Facebook.
Yes, exactly.
There's a really good untag. So yeah, keep it professional, guys. Again, this is your brand. Playing team. We love, love, love to play team. This is where Rachel will post a story and then we'll all go to her page and like it. And whether Rachel, she is on my team, but if you're not on my team, remember a rising tide raises all ships. If the community out there watching us, like Matt and John Apar watched us for months and they're like, oh, we gotta be part of this because they saw a community of people who loved and respected and were really, truly, like, I don't know who, the guy on 400-pound loss, I don't know who he is, but I post his picture and I go congratulate him and I talk about him because, guys, this is a community. We have a message, we have a mission. So, go congratulate other people, share other people's story, build each other up, build the whole company up, build the leadership up, build the founders up, build the products up. And, remember that people are watching you always.
Absolutely, and understanding Facebook is that the metrics are the more likes, comments, and shares something has, the more it'll be shown on the news feed. So anytime one of your team members or another ViSalus promoter posts something, go add a little blurb, go add a little story, go give them a congratulations, because that all helps. And because we have mastered playing team, how have we done? We have mastered it. We have mastered it. It has made us the most attractive social community online today in the business space. Not just direct selling, but in the business space. This is huge. And you can even create little lists. What I have, and really makes it simple for me, is my core leaders. I have on like a separate list, and I click on it on Facebook on the sidebar, and it just brings up just their post, and I'll go, like. It makes it very, very, very simple. Again, if you don't know how to do that, ask an 8-year-old.
You guys,
it's
Facebook
easier.
101, if somebody comments or likes a post, it goes back up to the top of your newsfeed. On the newsfeed. Does that make sense? So the people, you don't see your own post in the newsfeed, but if I'm your friend, I see it. When someone likes your post, it could have been 20 down, but then it pops back up. So do you want your new team, do you want them to attract people? Then go like their stuff because it'll keep popping up and their network will keep seeing it over and over again. A little thing that I learned not too long ago about Facebook.
My favorite comment when we're doing this, as we go through this, is when people say, I see you everywhere. I'm like, no, it's just everyone's commenting on my stuff. So it's great. Then what? Obviously there's a system, right? You want to reconnect, build rapport, all those things. And when you have a prospect, your goal is that you want to see they comment on your Facebook, they comment on your photo, you comment on their wall. Bring the conversation to private message and get them on the phone. Get them on the phone. Set a goal. Start at least 10 new conversations a day with brand new people on Facebook. I have hundreds going at any time. Many of them have converted into business or referrals. And again, I'm building that rapport, right? Because this is a relationship business, yes?
Yes.
Absolutely. So make sure you're doing that. And we have a simple system.
And you have something you say. What is the message? It's awesome.
This is great. So you guys definitely want to write this down. You got a pen?
Yeah.
Let me see your pen.
It's right here.
Or you guys got iPads and Blackberries and blueberries and crackberries. Okay, so what you want to do is when somebody says, hey, what's this challenge? I want some more information. They send you a message, they post. Go to their private message, send them a little inbox that says, very simple, hey Tara, I find Facebook really impersonal. Oh, I love Facebook. I find Facebook really impersonal. What is your information? What's your phone number? And the best time to give you a call. I'll get you all the details. Hey Tara, I find Facebook really impersonal. What's your phone number? The best time to call so I can get you all the details.
And then they call you, and what you're going to do is you're going to go put them in the system that we taught you. What you're going to do is you're going to put them, they're going to be on your list. Go put them on your list. You know, have them go watch one of the tools. My favorite tool for a person that's interested in promoting is the overview at overview.vi.com. The other, for customers, people that are just interested in taking the challenge, I send them to my website. Say there's a 5-minute video that explains everything, and then what, you know, I'll call you when you're done watching that video. So we talk, they watch the video, I call them back, but I'm putting them through the funnel, and if they're conveniently located to me, or I'll find one around, I'll send them to a challenge party. But it's really important that you don't treat them any differently than you would treat if you met them at the gym or at Starbucks, or there's somebody in your network. So make sure you put them in the system.
Absolutely. For more training, you're going to want to check out our back office, guys. There's an hour-and-a-half long training with our CMO, Blake Mallon, in ViNet. Everything we just went through, and then some. You guys are going to do this?
Yeah.
Say, I'm going to do it.
I'm going to do it.
Say, you're going to teach it.
I'm going to teach it.
All right, guys, I want you guys to stand to your feet. Let's do a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of a side bend. And I want you guys to have some energy, kind of bump up and down. We are bringing up, again, the man, the master, the myth, the legend, one half of the powerful duo, the power couple. Please, guys, let's get this room on fire and loud. Bring up stage Global Ambassador Dixon Arcola.
Closing ceremonies. This is the last couple pieces of the day. I've got some big stuff for you guys. If you got anyone outside the room, for them to miss the game plan leaving here is probably not very bright. You might want to get them inside the room. Now, this is how retention works. I heard Jason allude to this earlier, but I'm going to allude to it right. I'm not going to allude to it. I'm going to hit you directly on how retention works. This is a guy by the name of John Wooden. Raise your hand if you know who John Wooden is. John Wooden is one of the founder's personal mentors. Had an opportunity to spend a lot of time with this guy before he passed. Amazing human being. John Wooden is a serious individual. He's serious. He's intense. He is not outwardly flamboyant. He's not running around crazy, chicken with his head cut off type individual. Here's the word I'm looking for. John Wooden is conservative. How many guys, as successful individuals in the room, find yourself to be relatively conservative? Please raise your hand. Okay, now, wouldn't you know that John Wooden wrote something called The Pyramid of Success, and it hangs in every coach's locker room around the world, because John Wooden was rated the #1 coach of all sports of all time. And John Wooden said, the 2 cornerstones to success. The 2 cornerstones to success are #1, hard work, aka industriousness. Hard work. That's the #1 cornerstone to success. #2 cornerstone to success, enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. So to me, if the most conservative guy that I've ever met, who's also the #1 rated mentor and coach of all time, says that the 2 cornerstones to success are hard work and enthusiasm, it doesn't matter to me how conservative you are. You better be ready, and you better know how to light a fire. You better get that energy up. You gotta get that enthusiasm going. You better get that passion going. How many of you guys have ever seen John Wooden or seen videos of him coaching? Yeah. Did he look quiet?
No.
Did he look reserved? Did he look like, I'm too important to make noise right now? Or did he look like he had a ton of passion and a ton of enthusiasm? How many of you guys noticed that he had a ton of enthusiasm, right? So, here's why. He says if you can't get enthusiastic about what you're doing, you ain't going to make it. You are not going to make it. So, turns out, the more energy you have when thinking about a topic, scientifically proven, the more energy you have when learning a topic, the more you retain. Proven fact. So if you guys are sitting there as I close out today, arms folded, been a long day, pot roast, what's for dinner? You are retaining almost nothing. But if you are engaged and you're bringing me some energy, you are going to retain. And my goal of having you here today is not for you to leave to forget everything that you just learned. My goal of having you here today is to leave here on fire with a plan, with a strategy that makes you an ambassador in 3 months or less. Who'd be okay with that? Yeah! That was your first enthusiasm test and you failed miserably. So we'll try that question again. How many of you guys want to leave here on fire knowing you're going ambassador? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I will give you everything I got over the next 7-8 hours. You guys give me everything you guys got. Just kidding. I will give you guys everything I got if you will give me everything you got. Can I count on you guys? Yes! Let's get rocking. First of all, let's talk about our training model cycle. So, as a business person, you might want to know what the cycle is of our business. What's the cycle of the business? What's the cycle of the business? How does this take me up here? Let me look down upon this business model. Here's how it works. We run our business in 4-month cycles. National success training to national success training to national success training. 4-month cycles. We just left one of our national success trainings 3 weeks ago. So right now we're at the beginning of a new 4-month cycle, a new 4-month run. So even though it may look chaotic, it may look like we're just running around, it may look like, it may appear, the reality is everything we do is for a purpose. Everything we're doing has a purpose. That urgency now is because we're always dealing with new people. And every time you talk to a new person, urgency is needed. It's necessary. So that's why we're always like, now, let's go. But we all know that there's 4 months in this what? Cycle. And there's 3 cycles in a year. So if you think of a year being a whole season long, you're going to go through 4 cycles in that season. Now, in those 3 cycles, in that season, in that one cycle, we're going to play 4 games. Month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4. We're going to play 4 games in that one cycle. 1 month is a game inside the cycle. Inside the game, inside the month, we're going to do 3 things. We're going to open a month, we're going to run week to week, and we're going to close a month. You don't necessarily need to learn how to open a month, or run week to week yet, or close a month yet. But you will need to. And we're going to teach you it as soon as you go hit regional director and you have some people to open a month with. Because right now, there's you. There's no opening of a month. The only conversation you have to have is with yourself. Are you in?
Yes.
Yes, I am. Okay, let's go. The month is now open. Easy, right? So we're going to teach you this, but I want you guys to understand the business model is that how many months in a cycle? How many months in a cycle? How many cycles in a year? 3. So if there's 4 months in a cycle, inside each month we're going to open, run week to week, and close. Open, run week to week, close. Open, run week to week, close. Open, run week to week, close. That's the end of the cycle. Let's do it again. That's our business model. Now let's look at the 4-month cycle from an event perspective. We are an event business. Events drive the business. You will use all the strategies that we use online to drive people to an offline community. They might buy online. They might get interested online. They may make a decision online, but they're going to stay because of the community. They're going to stay because they met people. They're going to stay because they realize that this is something they enjoy. So, we have an event cycle. The event cycle looks like this. Number one is your personal challenge party. This is what Jason covered. Your personal challenge parties are all going to filter into a group challenge party. If you live in the city of Atlanta, stand up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of you stay standing, 13. Now, there's 13 of you. How many personal challenge parties should there be next week?
13.
You mean you're not all getting together at the Hyatt?
Absolutely not.
You are all going to go separate. We'll talk about that at the end in the strategy. And then a week or 2 or 3 weeks later, you're going to filter all of your people together into a group challenge party. Have a seat? So it starts in the home and then it filters into a group. You don't start with the group, you start separate so that it's like boom, 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 and then it all comes together. And then you're gonna go back out. Boom, 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 boom. And then they all come together. Number 3, once a month. So personal challenge parties happen, how often do you think in a marketplace? Every day. How many times a day? Depends how big the city is. There could be 30 personal challenge parties going on a day in the same city, every single day. Press play, press play, press play, press play. Here's a shake, press play, here's a shake, press play. Now, in a city, a group challenge party happens about once a month. So we'll bring everybody together about once a month. We don't do it every week, for those of you guys that were in networking before. We sure as heck don't do it twice a week. Here's why. It turns out people want a life. Turns out. So, we bring everyone together once a month. Group challenge party once a month. Local success training once a month. The difference? A group challenge party is just a personal challenge party with a group with a whole bunch of success stories and everyone together. And then a local success training is that with a 3-hour training afterwards. So local success training happens once a month. And there's a regional success training. These happen in about 10 to 12 different regions all across the UK and North America. And it happens once every 4 months. Plug into the city, plug into the city, plug into the city, in about a 10-hour radius. So you put a city in a map, you draw a 10-hour radius driving, that's a region. Unless you live in Canada. And you take a city, and you do about a 50-hour radius driving. And there's still nobody that lives in that 50-hour radius. Vitality, national success training, once every 4 months. So, what you're looking at is every night, 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 happening. Once a month, once a month, once every 4 months, once every 4 months. So in a perfect world, which it's not, it might look like this. Every night, every night, every night, every night, month 1, 2, 3, and 4. Month 2, month 3, month 4. Meaning every month you're going to have every day you're going to have these, every month you're going to have these, once a month, once in that 4-month cycle, you're going to have a local success training, maybe twice, depending on the size of the city, once in the 4-month cycle, once in the 4-month cycle.